Well, tonight we have next weather live in your neighborhood.
You got it, Pat. Tonight we're out in the Eaton Fire zone on North Hill Avenue, just off of Washington Boulevard.
And meteorologist Evelyn Taft is there live talking to the community tonight. Hi, Ev.
Hi there, Pat. We're going to talk to a very special somebody coming up in just a little bit. I want to walk you up Hill Street right now, and this is one of the shops. I mean, just such a lovely, beautiful shop, and we're going to give you a little history coming up in a little bit. It is the only Black-owned bookstore in Pasadena, and we're going to be talking to the owner in just a moment, and she is just lovely and has such a cool story. It's called Octavia's Bookshelf. You got to see this sign right here. I love this. You just passed a bookstore. Are you okay? And I think that's really sort of the sign of the times. You know, we just ask ourselves, are you okay? You take those moments. So we're taking that moment today. We're going to be talking to the owner, Nikki High, in just a little bit. Before we speak to her, though, I do want to let you in on the forecast because it is just beautiful out here. I mean, really, you could not ask for a better forecast. We're currently at around 70 degrees. We've been in the 70s in the last hour or so here in Pasadena, and we are expecting temperatures to get even warmer. We actually have a Santa Ana wind event, so of course, we really are on high alert when we say a Santa Ana wind event, but thankfully it's nothing too extreme. We're expecting some wind, moderate wind conditions as we move into the next couple of days. It's going to be more of just a warm-up with sunshine and just beautiful weather all across Southern California, from Pasadena, really for everybody. There is a chance of rain, though, on the radar, no pun intended, as we head into next week. We're going to be breaking down that chance. And, of course, we're going to be talking to the owner of Octavia's Bookshelf coming up in just a little bit. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Pat, Woon, back to you.
Oh, we're looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah. I love the smell of a nice bookstore, Ev. That's for sure.
Oh, it's the best. The best.
All right, we'll see you in a bit, Evelyn. Well, we are taking our next weather on the road to your neighborhoods.
Meteorologist Evelyn Taft has moved to Octavia's Bookshelf, a bookstore that held donation drives for the wildfire victims.
And Ev, that bookstore owner is resilient and faced some very difficult challenges already.
Absolutely. So resilient, but in it all, Pat and Woon, she's giving back to the community, and we're going to be talking to her in just a moment. And we were saying, this is the place I was telling you about. And indeed, this is the place I was telling you about. So let's come on in. Come on in with me. This is so cute. And by the way, I love a bookstore. I've been thinking about coming to a bookstore for a little while now, and this just sort of appeared, right? I really couldn't ask for a better assignment today and a better person to talk to. Nikki High. Hi, Nikki. I love that. Nikki High. Hi, Nikki.
Yes.
Has that happened to you before?
My entire life.
I love that. I just realized that. Nikki, you are amazing. And, you know, I want to just remind everybody, we just did a story on you not too long ago, and you were on the verge of closing. The community was helping you sort of keep your doors open.
Yeah.
And now fast forward to the fire and to now, and now you're giving back to the community.
Yes.
And we'd love to hear a little more about that.
Yes, it just feels like a full circle moment. I'm so honored to be a vessel here to support my community. And I mean, who would have thought, you know, opened the store 2 years ago, almost to the date. We're 2 years and 1 week old right now. Wow. And we, you know, faced some financial challenges last year, and I was ready to just call it quits, and the community came in and said absolutely not. And now here I am today, and I get to do this very important work for my customers. I'm just so honored.
It's unbelievable. And you're going to be doing something with a local school, right?
Yes, local school, Octavia E. Butler Magnet School. They host a science fiction festival every year. This year it's on March 21st. This is the second year we are participating with them. And what makes this super cool, other than the fact that it's a sci-fi festival, the school is named after Octavia E. Butler. I know, but what we ask is for our community members to purchase the books ahead of time, and they're shipped to the school. And so the day of the book fair, the kids actually get anything they want for free.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Nikki, you are amazing, and life comes full circle. It really does. And I will say the weather's always perfect for a visit to any bookstore, but I'm coming back here after this assignment because I was just telling everybody that I've been dying to go to a bookshop, and they're few and far between these days. So this is so special. We're so happy you're here. And we've got a little forecast to talk to you about, of course, because like I said, rain or shine, it's a great day to come here, but I will tell you it's all about the shine as we move into the next few days. We are looking at a Santa Ana wind event heading our direction, but nothing too major at this point, even though we do have some wind advisories up. We're expecting a warm up by the time we hit the weekend and just beautiful weather all around. But by the time we head into next week, we are eyeing maybe a chance of rain in the forecast. So of course, we're going to be talking about that coming up a little more in your extended forecast. But for now, I want to send it right back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, thanks so much, Evan. What a great assignment you have today. Love those quotations on the bookstore.
Beautiful, right?
Okay. Well, tonight we are taking our next weather into your neighborhood.
Meteorologist Evelyn Taft has moved to the Scalp Sanctuary spa in Pasadena that opened just a few weeks before the Eaton Fire.
And Ev, they held donation drives at their spa and even offered free services to fire victims, right?
They sure did, Pat. It's incredible. I mean, weeks after just opening their doors, they were already giving back in the community here. So again, we are here in Pasadena. We are at Scalp Sanctuary. We are on Washington at the corner of Hill. And let me take you inside because you're in for a treat. And Pat, Woon, I have to be honest, I wish I had a little more time on this assignment. I'll be back in the studio with you guys tonight. But if I didn't have to go back, I have to be honest, I would be here getting a scalp massage, getting a blowout. I mean, it is unbelievable. There's a meditation room in the back, and I'm here with Adrine. She is the owner, the beautiful owner, inside and out, as you can see right here. And really just incredible what you did for the community. And we were just saying you opened weeks before the Eaton Fire.
Yes, we opened about 6 weeks before the fires, and we were welcomed so nicely by the community. It was a really, really great opening, and things were going great until the fires. But even with the fires, we have been so supported by the community. We were trying to give back to the community with our blowouts and washes. So it's been really nice to be able to be here for everyone, feel supported. With everyone, yeah.
It's unbelievable. And you were saying, I mean, the fire was just so close to your business, and you spent a year building it, and it was a scary time.
It was a really scary time. Yeah, we were holding our breaths for a moment, but we were lucky, and our stars aligned, and we are safe. Not many people were so lucky, but we're here, everyone, to support one another. So it's been beautiful, yeah.
Self-care is so important, especially in a time like this, and the fact that you have been giving back this whole time is incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I built this place to be a self-care hub and to take care of our community, and it just lined up in a way where we were able to. So we hope to continue to. Yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, this is really when we need it most. And I'm telling you, I mean, if I could stick around here a little longer, I most certainly would. But I do want to get to your forecast because, of course, we are in for quite the warm-up as we head into the next few days. We're expecting some wind to come into the forecast, Santa Ana's, but nothing too intense. It is not a big event whatsoever. It's just going to keep us warm and breezy, and there are some advisories out there as well. We could see up to 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts at times through the weekend, keeping temperatures quite warm, though, as we move through the next few days. And the next few hours as well, that warm-up has really kicked off today. You may have felt it. It's going to last through tomorrow. It's going to last through our weekend. In fact, by the time we hit the weekend, we're expecting to see 70s in the forecast all across Southern California. And we could even hit the 80s through some of our inland valleys. So again, a beautiful weekend. There is a chance of rain on the forecast next week, and we're going to be talking a little more about that coming up in just a little bit. But for now, I'm going to maybe go try to get a little zhuzh, maybe a little bit. Got a few minutes for that. I'll send it back to you, Pat and Woon.
I don't blame you. Juan and I were looking at that scalp massage.
I know. Come on down,
on a warm
please.
day, Pat, a nice scalp massage would be really nice. Indoors in the AC.
Right?
Yeah.
A cool wash. Come on. Yeah.
Now we're getting jealous. I don't
Thanks,
know.
Ev.
Let's talk about
I know,
sports
right?
with Jim Hill. Jim, Jim probably wants in on that scalp massage too. Tonight, we are taking our next weather into your neighborhood. We are out in the Eaton Fire zone on North Hill Avenue, just off of Washington Boulevard. And meteorologist Evelyn Taft is there too. She's live talking to the community tonight. Hi, Ev.
Hi there, Pat. And indeed, we are in the Eaton Fire zone, so close to the burn scar here. You wouldn't know it. I mean, it is just such a beautiful community. It is thriving down here. We have so many new businesses we've been speaking to. You'll see right back there, we were at the Scalp Sanctuary. And then coming up in a little bit, we're going to take you to Woon. This is a restaurant that opened literally just days before the fire. So we will be in there momentarily. But I do want to just tell you, it is a beautiful night out here. And with that, let's get a look at your forecast. I mean, I couldn't ask for better weather to be outside right now. It's been in the 70s. Now we're down to the 60s, but it is just so mild and it's getting warmer. It started warming up today. We're going to continue to warm up into tomorrow. Yes, we are looking at a little bit of wind. In fact, I feel a little breeze coming through right now. Offshore winds. We are looking at advisories in the wind department, but it is not a big Santa Ana event. Not too much concern around this. It's going to be more just a breeze and a warm up as we head into the next few days. We're also eyeing a chance of rain by next week, and we're going to have a little more on that coming up in just a little bit. And of course, we'll be across the street checking out this new business in the Eaton Fire Zone as well. But for now, Pat, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, we will see you in a little bit, Ev. Well, tonight's next weather in your neighborhood forecast takes us to Pasadena, where a Chinese restaurant is trying to recover after the Eaton fire. And meteorologist Evelyn Taft is it Woon, Pasadena, F?
Woon, exactly. Like W-O-O-N. It's so cute. You got to see their logo. Their logo is actually a noodle, right? How cute is that, Pat?
Oh, that
Woon.
is too cute.
So we're here
too.
Isn't it? I'm starving, let me tell you, and I have to come back to the studio after this, so I'm going to have to make a special trip back out here. And I recommend that everybody at home, even if you don't live in the area here, come and visit. It is just unbelievable, all of the businesses we've been talking to. And we are here at Woon, and I will tell you, they opened just a few days before the Eaton fire, which is unbelievable. And as you can see right here, the community is really just showing up. And we're here with Keegan, who actually is the owner of Woon. And like I said, you guys opened just a few days before the fire, and here we are.
Yeah, so we opened on December 30th, and we saw the fire start on January 7th, and my manager was like, should we close? I'm like, yeah. And from that day on, we had to close for 10 days. There was, potential contamination, and yeah, it was a bummer because that first week, lying around the block, and it kind of took the wind out of our sails. And after that 10 days, we reopened to kind of a bleak kind of atmosphere and setting. But since then, community has been extremely supportive. We've been so thankful. Everybody's showed up that's left up here, and I can't thank anyone enough.
Amazing, Keegan. Thank you. Well, the community obviously loves you. I mean, it's a packed house here tonight. I mean, maybe there's one table that says our name on it. Scott and Rox, what do you think? I don't think we'll have the time, but I'm telling you, we are going to come back, and we're going to get to the forecast as well while we're here. And I will tell you, we were just outside. It's a beautiful night out here in Pasadena. We are in the 60s tonight. We're expecting temperatures to get a whole lot warmer as we head to the next couple of days. We're looking at wind in the forecast as well. There are some wind advisories. We could see gusts up to 35 miles per hour, but it is not a big wind event. It's not widespread, but we are looking at, yes, offshore Santa Ana conditions, and that'll just make things a little warmer and a little breezy as we head into the weekend. 70s, we're even hitting the 80s, which is pretty unbelievable for this time of year. There is a chance of rain as we head to next week, and I do want to get a look at your extended forecast right here. For the next few days, we're really settling into the 70s across most of Southern California for the Basin and Orange County. We could get close to the 80s, and again, we are looking at a chance of rain potentially coming in at the end of next week. We're going to continue to watch it for you. For the valleys, we are hitting the 80s, which again, for this time of year is just so incredible. It is a very warm forecast for us. For the beaches, we're going to get to the beaches in a minute. I'm just jumping ahead. But I just am excited about it. I do want to tell you we're expecting mid-70s. I mean, really beach weather heading our direction as well. As we check in with the IE, we're expecting numbers in the 80s as well once we hit the weekend. So temperatures really peak. Today was the first day of the warm-up. We're going to continue to warm up with Santa Ana wind conditions through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then eventually a cool down and potentially a chance of rain by the end of next week. So for the beaches, the deserts, and the mountains, you'll see just that. We are expecting very warm numbers, mild conditions, but then by the time we head into next week, we'll see a bit of a cool down, and we're also going to be tracking that chance of rain. And this is exactly what we expected. We were saying that we probably anticipated a dry rest of your February, and that's exactly where we're at. So we're probably going to make it through most of February before we see that chance of rain. Of course, February ending next week. So if you get a chance, come out here. We're about a mile, of course, from the burn scar in Pasadena, but it is just so vibrant. The community is out in full force. It is incredible to see how many people are here, really supporting local businesses and really some incredible local businesses, including Woon right here in Pasadena. For now, though, Kat, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, they're bustling out there. Thank you so much, Ev.